naming Diyos. Maraming salamat po sa buhay at lakas na aming taglay, sa liwanag ng kaisipan at sa pagkakataong maipagpatuloy ang pag-aaral ng mga kabataan. Gabayan mo po ang bawat isa sa amin. Anuman ang bahagi na aming gagampanan, naway maging maayos at matagumpay ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral na aming gagawin sa araw na ito. Patawarin mo po kami sa aming mga pagkukulang at pagkakasala. At sa aming paggawa, ikaw po ang aming makasama. Amen.
Ang bayan ko'y tanging ikaw, Pilipinas kong mahal, ang puso ko at buhay man sa iyo'y ibibigay. Tungkulin kong gagampanan na lagi kang paglingkuran, ang laya mo'y papantayan, Pilipinas kong hirang. Ang bayan ko'y tanging ikaw, Pilipinas kong mahal, ang puso ko at buhay man sa iyo'y ibibigay. Tungkulin kong gagampanan na lagi kang paglingkuran, ang laya mo'y babantayan, Pilipinas kong hirang. Ang laya mo'y babantayan, Pilipinas kong hirang.
Good morning, virtual learners. How are you all doing today? I'm sure you are already excited for today's class. I am Joy from DISIPLINA VILLAGE-BIGNAY National High School, your virtual teacher this morning. And welcome to another virtual learning experience only here at Valenzuela Lab. Just a few reminders before we start. Please make sure you have your learning modules in English. Also, you might be needing a pen and a paper to note significant details from our discussion, and don't forget to write down your queries for our question and answer portion later. So, allow me to present to you our most essential learning competency, that is to reacting to lay value judgment on critical issues that demand sound analysis and call for prompt actions. And we will be using Quarter 4, Lesson 7. So, for today's video, what I mean is, for today's class, we will be exploring the magic maze. Well, this one is not your ordinary maze because this will bring us to the classic story of two lovers called Romeo and Juliet. Are you familiar with them? Very well. Also, as we go further the magic maze, we will be encountering challenging games which will help us understand more the story between the two lovers and see what's behind the lucky star at the end of the maze. So, are you ready to enter our magic maze with me? Awesome! Let's begin. Oops! There are two barriers blocking our way. Which block do you think will open? Alright, let us click block number 2 and check what's inside. Here it is. Our first challenge is entitled Picture Picture. Look at each picture and interpret what is happening there. Type in the comment section below the letter of the best answer. Ready, learners? Let's go! As we can see, there are 5 boxes that we need to open. Let's start from box number 1. Look at the picture. What do you think is happening there? Who are those people? If your answer is A, Romeo and Juliet got married, then you got it right. Let us proceed to the second item. What do you think is happening in this picture? Send your answers below. If your answer is B, Juliet killed herself with a knife, you sure are amazing. Let us proceed to box number 3. What do you think is the picture all about? Send your answers now. If your answer is C, Tibak and Mercutio were fighting, wow, you are superb. We are now down to our second to the last item. What do you think? Go, learners! If your answer is A, Romeo thought that Juliet was dead, fantastic! It sure is heartbreaking. Last number. Comment your answers now. If your answer is B, Romeo and Juliet were both dead, that is right. Nice one, learners. We got a perfect score. Wow, we were able to cross the first block. Thanks for your help. Now, let us go on and cross the second set of blocks. Which one do you think will open? Block number 3, 4, or 5? Okay then, let's check block number 3. Today, we will be talking about the story written by William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. The most influential writer in all of English literature, William Shakespeare, was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, England, in April 1564. The exact date of his birth is not recorded, but it is most often celebrated around the world of the 23rd of April. Shakespeare died on the 23rd of April, 1616. William Shakespeare was a renowned English poet, actor, and a prolific playwright during the Elizabethan and Jacobean ages of British theatre. It is noted that Shakespeare's plays are perhaps his most enduring legacy. Romeo and Juliet was written by William Shakespeare around 1594 to 1596 and first published in an unauthorized quarto in 1597. Shakespeare sets the scene in Verona, Italy. In writing Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare implicitly set himself the task of telling a love story between Romeo Montague and Juliet Capulet, despite the considerable forces he knew were stacked against its success. Through the incomparable intensity of his language, Shakespeare succeeded in his effort, writing a play that is universally accepted in Western culture as the preeminent archetypal love story. Are you up for the famous yet tragic story of Romeo and Juliet? Great! Now, Bring out your pen and paper and make sure to jot down important details from this short video of the story, courtesy of the British Council.
Many years ago, in Verona, Italy, there were two families.
We are the Capulets.
We are the Montagues! These families are always fighting. The Montagues have a son, Romeo. The Capulets have a daughter, Juliet. One night, the Capulets have a party, and Romeo goes. He meets Juliet, and they fall in love. Juliet's cousin Tybalt sees Romeo and is very angry.
He's a Montague. Get him!
Oh, Romeo! Why are you a Montague? Romeo and Juliet talk and decide to get married. They know that their families will be very angry, so they go to Friar Lawrence and are married in secret. The next day, Tybalt sees Romeo. He is still angry with Romeo and wants to fight him. Romeo doesn't want to fight, but his best friend Mercutio does.
If you won't fight him, I will.
Mercutio fights Tybalt. Tybalt kills Mercutio. Romeo is so upset, he fights Tybalt and kills him too. The Prince of Verona is very angry and sends Romeo away. Juliet goes to Friar Lawrence for help.
Here is a special drink. You will sleep for 2 days. Your family will think you are dead, but you will wake up. Then you and Romeo can be free together.
Friar Lawrence sends Romeo a letter to tell him the plan. But Romeo doesn't get the message. He hears that Juliet is dead. Romeo is so upset, he buys some poison and goes to see Juliet.
Now I will stay with you forever.
Too late. Juliet wakes up. She sees what happened. Oh no! You didn't leave any poison for me. But here is your knife. Romeo and Juliet are both dead. Friar Lawrence tells the Capulets and Montagues what happened. They are so sad, they agree not to fight anymore.
How do you find the story? I agree. Very interesting. There we have it. We picked the right block. Let us now move forward to blocks number 6 and 7. Which do you think is the right block? Alright, block number 6 it is. Oh, it's another game entitled Arrange Me Out. Answer each question based on the video we have watched. Arrange the words in order to come up with the correct answer. Don't forget to comment your answers below. All set? Good, let's go. The first question is, what are the two families doing? Can you still remember? You have 5 seconds to key in your answers below. Now, let's check out the answer. Very nice, learners. The Montague and Capulet families are always fighting. Romeo belongs to the Montague family, whereas Juliet belongs to the Capulets. Let's now move on to our next question. What does Romeo ask Friar Lawrence the next day? Comment your answers now. And the answer is very good. Juliet and Romeo meet and fall instantly in love at a masked ball of the Capulets. The next day, Romeo asks Friar Lawrence to marry them, Juliet and him, secretly, because their well-to-do families are enemies. Way to go, learners! Why does Romeo kill Tiba? Send your answers now. The answer is good job! Romeo kills Tibalt because Tibalt killed his friend. When Tibalt, a Capulet, seeks out Romeo in revenge for the insult of Romeo's having dared to shower his attention to Juliet, an ensuing scuffle ends in the death of Romeo's dearest friend, Mercutio. Impelled by a code of honor among men, Romeo kills Tibalt. You're doing good. What does Juliet find when she wakes up? Come on, keep your answers coming. What do you think? Amazing! When she wakes up, Juliet finds Romeo dead. When Juliet's father, unaware that Juliet is already secretly married, arranges a marriage with the eminently eligible Count Paris, the young bride seeks out Friar Lawrence for assistance in her desperate situation. He gives her a potion that will make her appear to be dead and proposes that she takes it and that Romeo rescues her. She complies. Romeo, however, returns to Verona on hearing of Juliet's apparent death. There he finds Juliet in the burial vault. He gives her a last kiss and kills himself with poison. What happened to the letter sent by Friar Lawrence to Romeo? You can do it, learners. So, wonderful! Romeo didn't receive Friar Lawrence's letter. Romeo was unaware of the friar's scheme of giving Juliet a potion because of the letter has failed to reach him. That's why he believed Juliet's dead. Soon, the families, the Montagues and Capulets, learned what has happened and end their feud. Congratulations, learners! We got a perfect score again for this activity. And we successfully finished the second challenge. What do you want to pick between number 8 and number 9? Sure? That is noted. Block number 9, here we come. For this activity entitled Wheel of Pondering, We will read and try to comprehend the situations. Lay your judgment or personal opinion regarding the matter. Please feel free to voice out your ideas in the comment section below. The following situations are still based on the story Romeo and Juliet. You will be given 10 seconds to type in and submit your answers. So, let's get it on. Let us spin the wheel to get our lucky question. Our first question from the Wheel of Pondering is, think about the concepts of honor and revenge. Is it right to repay violence with violence? You have 10 seconds to type in and submit your ideas. Your time starts now. Time's up. Let's check your answers. I have here an answer from Arpong Bato, National High School. He said, no, because even though my emotions push me to do bad things to others, I will let forgiveness win. Wow, what a kind-hearted person. We all know that it takes courage to forgive someone who has done bad things to us. Nice one. Let's check another answer from Malinta National High School. She said, no, because if you do the same bad thing, you are no different. I couldn't agree more. Let us make a difference by doing the right thing. And that is to be kind regardless of the situation. Very good insights, learners. Let us go back to our Wheel of Pondering for our next question. Our second question from the Wheel of Pondering is, think about the causes that led to Romeo and Juliet's tragic end. Who do you think was responsible for the death of Romeo and Juliet? Why? Your 10 seconds starts now. Time's up. Let's read some responses our moderators have gathered. Let's read this answer from the Landanan National High School. She said, both of them because they let their emotions act over their reasons. This one has a point. They loved each other so much that they chose to die for each other. Please bear in mind that too much love can kill us. We also have a good answer which came from Valenzuela National High School. He said, their families, because they are against their relationship, causing the hardships that they've gone through. This scenario is also possible because everything that happened started from the desire of the families to break them apart. However, let us find time to understand our parents since they are just concerned with our well-being. They might get angry at us most of the time, but that is just their way of showing how much they love us. Awesome! We are now halfway in reaching the lucky star. What do you think is the lucky block this time? Very nice. Let's summarize what we have learned today. We have learned that the world of the play is an imperfect place where freedom from everything except pure love is an unrealistic goal. Ultimately, the characters' love does resolve the feud, but at the price of their lives. Let us proceed to our second insights. William Shakespeare is the most influential writer in all of English literature. He was a renowned English poet, actor, and prolific playwright during British theater's Elizabethan and Jacobean ages. And lastly, Romeo and Juliet was written by William Shakespeare. The story is a tragic tale of teenage love torn apart by hate. This famous tragic story is about the all-consuming power of love. There we have it. I hope you have learned something meaningful from the story of Romeo and Juliet. Now, what do you think is the block that will bring us to the Q&A part? Great! Let's go to block number 12. Right. If you have questions in mind about the topic, you may send all of it in 1 minute below in the comment section. Your 1 minute starts now. Time's up! Let us now browse some of the questions you have sent. This question was sent by a student from Disciplina VILLAGE-BIGNAY National High School. Is there a villain in the play? And if so, who is it? Very nice question. The hot-headed young men in both families, the Capulets and the Montagues, might be the villains, especially Tiba, who goes looking for Romeo even after the Capulets tells him to leave Romeo alone. The next question came from my son National High School. Between Romeo and Juliet, whose love do you think is more passionate and intense? I think of the two lovers, Juliet's love is more passionate and intense. When Juliet gets to know Romeo after he had touched her hand and kissed her, Juliet comes to understand what it means to be in love, and from then onwards starts feeling the pangs of love. Moreover, it is true that of the two, Juliet is younger than Romeo. She is more mature and passionate in deciding to get married to Romeo. She accepts Romeo as her partner despite being fully aware of the enmity that exists between the two families. Thank you so much for sending your queries. I hope I was able to answer them well. Now, let us choose the block that will walk us through your learning tasks. Is it number 15 or number 16? Good. The first activity is, what is it? Then, we have the assessment. I know that this is not an easy class for everybody. So being with us every single live streaming class as early as 7 in the morning shows that you're really eager to learn more. We appreciate your tenacity, our dear grade 9 learners. Before we end, we would like to thank our technical support team from Disciplina VILLAGE-BIGNAY National High School, Sir Carlos, Ma'am Jasmine, and Sir Onofre, and our IT staff for their contribution in making this learning engagement possible. So, to formally end our class today, can you guess the right block that will lead us to the lucky star? Is that your final guess? Alright, let's see if your guess is the right one. Wow, congratulations to those who answered block number 18. Let us now see what's hidden behind our lucky star. I'll leave you this quote from the story of Romeo and Juliet. Go wisely and slowly. Those who rush stumble and fall. This has been Ma'am Joy, and see you again next time for another episode of Virtual English Class, only here at Valenzuela Lab, where distance is never a hindrance in learning. Stay home, stay safe, and enjoy the rest of the day. Bye!